Hi everyone, this is Tracy from Woodcraft at Home, and this is today's project. So it is a table centrepiece for Christmas. I'll give it a quick spin so you can see kind of all the details on it. So there's gems around the base. I make the base as well, it's not like a plate you've got to buy. There's things inside the bowl. You can do a whole scene if you like. There's things stuck around. That's bits of clay and things. And I've got acorns laying all over the place. Little poinsettias. And then as we go up, we have larger poinsettias by the candle. There we go. So this is just a bowl that I got cheaply, and I think that's all the details I've given you, so let's go make it. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do is glue a little I've done this just out of corrugated cardboard from an old box. And all I'm going to do is use my glue gun and just go along all the edges. Just so that we can stick it down. Actually, it might be easy to do it this way. Definitely easier. Oh, so be careful what you're doing and make sure it fits the outside exactly. I've already curled the card so that it's easier to actually put on. Hot glue is obviously better because it's quicker. You haven't got to sit and hold it forever while it takes. It's just this, I just need the tiniest bit, don't I? So let's work this out about there. There we go. So obviously, because it's a table piece, we want the bottom to look just as nice. So what I figured is we'll make it like a base plate, and then, well, you'll see. Okay. So we've stuck the top. The only trouble with hot glue is that it dries very quickly, which is a good thing, as in wanting to do this right, but it also means you've got to be quick. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bottom, and for this To be honest, I just used a bit of construction board that I had left over. And I'm just going to go round the outside with the hot glue. There we go. So we've got like a 3D circle, plate, whatever. Now all I'm going to do is just, needs another glue stick. Just close the gaps with the glue. Just like that, so that they stay together. And then I want to cover it, and what I was thinking, I missed a bit. First of all, I was going to cover it in snow, but, so the white velvet, because I think that looks amazing as snow. But what I decided in the end was to do the green velvet first, and then the white velvet. So what I'm going to do is just stick that down, and then I'll cut it down to size. I happen to have a big sheet of it, but it will go on an A4. I just don't get to get the A4 sheets. And I do them in 12 by 12 as well, and 12 by 24. Although it is fast running out, this stuff. So what we're going to do, if we stick it to the top first, I'm going to try and get as close to the edge as I can. You do want a bit of space around, because we're going to pull it down and then over that, like that. So I'm just going to turn it over and make sure it's smooth on this side. Going to cut the excess off. So I'm going round in little bits and just doing a few little V's, just little ones, because it's a circle, and circles Circles do not go round things very well, do they? So if we cut little V's, just little ones, then when we stick it down, it's not so bad. So I'm just going to go round. There we go. So just make sure that you cover all the spaces. If you've got any little spaces that are showing, just get your little bits of cut off and stick them over. There we go. It just covers up any gaps that you might have done by mistake. See, I'm taking my time. Just take a bit of time to make sure that it's all stuck down nicely and you've got no gaps. There we go. And then what I'm going to do on here is put the black bit of card. So I'll do it on the black, that would be better. I might have gone a bit overboard there, but so we'll put that over the top of it, and that hides all the mess that we've just made to stick it on. There we go. So now we have this lovely base that we're going to stick our vase on upside down with the candle on top, like this. I do want a bit of snow. I didn't want it to be all snow, so I want the snow to be so that it just comes out a little bit here, and I want it to have that effect. So I'm just going to cut it freestyle and hopefully it will look okay. But we shall see. I tell you what I'm going to do though, just to give me a guide. I'm just going to set that there to dry. And while that's drying, I'm just going to basically draw around the base, so I've got an idea of where to so I know I've got to make it bigger than that. Let's put the vase to the side, and then you just, I don't know, freestyle it, I guess. It doesn't have to be like drops, like icicle drops, because obviously it's on the floor, it wouldn't be, but you do want it to look like it's snow that's fallen. So that would just go there. There we go. And we're going to do our design, our little figures and everything, we're going to put all onto here. But I want this to dry first. So I will see you back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back and it's dry. I just wanted to show you before I cleared everything. So these are some cake decorations I found last year, and I thought they might go nicely down here. And then this is one, poor little snowman that I made myself out of clay. And then I've also got some clay, air dry clay ones, just little bits and pieces that I can use for around the glass. So I want to stick them down with hot glue. I got them Betty Winters. It was from B&M's. I got them last year after Christmas for 50p because I wanted to use them for that. So first of all, before I do that, what I wanted to do, see these lovely gems here, I want to stick them round the edge, just to hide all the folds and things that we have. So I've got my hot glue going, I'm hoping it's ready. And I am just going to put the first bit there, just so I can stick that first bit down without burning. Be careful, don't burn yourself like I just did. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just do a few little dots along the way, like this. And I'm going to do it every so often. Pulled it too tight there. Yeah, so I want to do it every so often. So not all the time. Got it all stuck to me now. Okay, that was a lot easier with a hot glue gun, I've got to be honest. Right, before I carry on, I'm just going to cut in the right place. Again, this is not an expensive one. I got it from Home Bargains, and you get a 2 metre strip. I can't, it goes up and down in price, 69p and 89p, so it's still really cheap, but you get, this is still thinner. You get a lot more rows than that. It's where I cut it down and use it. But there's loads of it. There's plenty to use. So that's that. And then what we're going to do is just stick our little things on top. Again, I'm going to use hot glue. Sorry, that's got to go further in. So I've got to remember they've got to fit around the bowl. And I was thinking of maybe, I think that's too big though. Okay, and then I've got some fake snow that I just want to sprinkle around a little bit. Now the glass I'm not going to stick down. I'm not sure if that would be a good idea right now. Just making sure it fits. Now I've cut these out as my base for adding all the foliage and things that I'm going to want to add. And then I've also got one to put on the top. I didn't want a proper wreath, so all I've done is like a group of different circles. Do you know what? I think I am going to stick the glass down. I'm a bit worried about it. Just put hot glue on the rim of it. There we go. Okay. Now I want lots of hot glue on this. Make sure that sits firmly. So now you can see it's taking shape. There we go. And then I've got all these, like I said, with the clay that I thought we could just put around where there isn't anything inside. So I'm just going to use the hot glue gun, I think. I think that'll be best. Okay, for now I'll leave it like that. Just put a couple of things on. I don't want to overdo it if possible. So first of all, we'll decorate the one up here. Now I've just cut out so much foliage. It is probably too much, but I've got to be honest, I think for the amount of layers and things that we're going to need, I just think we need it all. So in my air drying clay, I've done lots of little acorns. With me moulds. And I've done this that I want to put around once we put the foliage, and I know where I want it to go. So I've done them in card, in foam, and in the velvet, just so that there's different textures, different colours, you know, that we can use. It's another acorn. And I've done some poinsettias for the top. Although it's meant to be red, I still think they'll fit nicely. And I'll just put gems in the middle. So first of all, I think I might use my pin flare for this. I know it takes a while to dry, but it's better in the long run. So I am just going to do some blobs on the top that I can stick stuff to. Needs a bit more there. It's the pin flare glue gel. It's very good when you want to make a lot of flowers. So I've got some holly, but what I want to do, I don't like it in the 3. This is Chloe's from years ago, the poinsettia 2, but I like the one from years ago, so get one of them. I'll show you it in a bit. I just want to make sure I've done enough. When you're dealing with things like foam and like my velvet, it's easier to dig it in to the pin flare with a pokey tool and then hide where you've done that. Okay, we do a nice long bit of fern there. I'm going to dig it in. So we have that, can you see? So I'm going to do that all the way round. You've got a lot of time to do it with the pin flare, so don't worry about that. Now I want the big ones on top, and then I've done some little poinsettias with this is a Britannia die, and I'll put a couple of them on the bottom because yeah, I don't want too much on top. Okay, so what have we got? I've got so much to choose from, I can't make my mind up what to use. And I don't want it to be the same all the way round either. So we'll do this one. I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing. And then it's just really deciding where you want to place everything. So the last one, I think I'll have holly on that too, but I'll do it a bit different. See if I can do it this way so you can see. So this one, I'm just going to push it into the gel, and then the gel will hold it where you want it to. And then we'll have some fern coming down. I haven't really done a lot to this this fern in the sorry, get your words. I haven't done a lot to the fern that I've cut out in the foam, the flower foam stuff, because I didn't think it would be able to live through it. Okay, so I don't want too much on the top, because obviously you're lighting the candle. It would be a bit silly. But when it's dried a little bit, I will be putting gems inside the poinsettia. Now I've done that, I want to add the snow around the outside. But I know I need to do some cuts. I've lost my cocktail sticks. Oh. There we go, you see how it gets when you're crafting, you lose everything and they're right there in front of me. So all I'm going to do is a tiny little bit of glue gel. I think the glue gel will stick better to the glass. That's just a bit there. The reason I've cut is because if you try and do it without, it's a round bowl, so if I tried to do it without cutting, it would just not go on straight. It doesn't matter if it laps over. What matters is that it will go round in a circle, and it'll only do that because I don't put the cuts in. There we go. So it looks like we've got dripping snow all the way around the bowl. It's not obvious, but it is there. So I'll see if I can show you quickly. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Now all we have to do is decorate the bottom. So I'm just going to get myself prepared and I'll be back in a minute. So as you can see, I've started to build it up already. I thought I had loads of foliage, but I really don't think I'm going to have enough. Anyway, I've done a line of pin flare around the whole rim of the bowl, and all I'm doing is adding bits in where, you know, start to build it up, and then obviously layer it, and you know, we need some acorns in there. I'll put that one there. Let's put a smaller one next to it. think I used my hot glue gun for some of them, but I'll keep going. So looks like, actually we use the fern round there because there's a lot of dark. So as you can see, I'm just pushing it in to the gel as we go round. I've got a few little brown bits as well that I want to stick in. Let's see if this is ready. It's probably not ready yet, but that's handy, because I want just a bit of brown showing. Little acorn just dangling off the end there. So that's all I'm doing, is just adding bits as we go round. You obviously don't have to do it the same as me, but I kind of like this idea. Got something different now, I'll put that round there. And then I'll just add hot glue if I want to bring it forward a bit. We will put so just keep building it and, you know, see what you can come up with. So you see I've got different coloured greens, and I've got some browns, a bit of red. I have white berries as well that could really go on there. So I guess just play until you're happy. You might not like so much, which is fine. We all have different tastes, and that's the point of crafting together, isn't it? To fit that one more in there so that we're right. I am going to try the impossible and lift it to the side so that I can show you how it is. There we go, can you see? So all the way around there's little bits. I would probably, myself, I would build it up quite a bit more. There's glue gun string everywhere as well, so. Just keep going until you're happy with what you've got, and there you have a really lovely centrepiece for Christmas table. I hope you did enjoy that. I think I've covered everything. Just like I said, when the poinsettias have dried, I would put the little gems in there. I think that's it. If you've got any questions, just get in touch and I will help as much as I can. And I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.